Don't be fat, don't be ugly, don't be poor.
I'm sure you know, it's like the plastic surgery capital.
Do you think an overweight foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Sadly, I've heard that a lot.
South Korea, the world's beauty capital, where being fat isn't just frowned upon, you're openly shamed.
Shop owners will clearly say to you like, oh, yeah, there's no clothes for you.
In a country where appearance can feel like currency, the pressure to be thin is everywhere. On billboards, subway floors, and storefront windows, a constant reminder to change and be better, creating a standard so intense it's driving a surge in weight loss drugs, extreme dieting, and potentially something.
This is just sad, bro. This is sad. A whole country that moved by trends, trying so hard pressuring their what? Their citizens into what? Being skinny. It's unfair. We understand being overweight is bad. It's not good for you, but come on. To the extreme of everything is wrong. It is bad. And here we are here to watch react in the video on how this guy goes on to show us the extreme of weight loss going on in South Korea.
Much worse.
Okay, so I have to get to 75 kilograms?
I'm here to find out just how bad it really is.
Welcome to South Korea, everybody. Before we get started with the day, I want to see what level of freak show the locals are going to see me as. So behind me, there's a fat test that are in all the parks in Korea. They really just said, let's gamify emotional damage. So whatever I get here is going to dictate how I feel about myself today and probably how I eat. So according to Google Translate, this first one here, it says, you're an alien, ... I mean, I'd rather be called an alien than a fat ass. So I guess if I can't fit through this, I'm not considered human. That was very close. This next one is, you shouldn't be like this, which kind of sounds like a threat. Oh my God, I'm scraping it. We didn't pass that with flying colors. Level 3, you have a slim heart. Passive aggressive. Oh, I have a slim body. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so the next one is just chubby. So not as wordy as the other ones, but still just as hurtful. Chubby. I think this is changing the breakfast plans very quickly. No. Crazy to think that I'm considered chubby in Korea, because I like to think that I'm in pretty good shape. So after chubby, here we have average, which I would never be so grateful to be called mid in my entire life. I'd love to be average.
No, the funny thing about all this is that I can understand different part of the world. We each have our own culture, our own one, how we perceive things. But this is very sad because this whole thing is in a kids playground where kids play. So you are telling me as kids are growing up, even subconsciously, they're being indoctrinated that being overweight is bad. Let's not get this thing wrong. Being overweight is wrong, but there's a little bit of weight is frowned upon. And this is on what? On the fucking kids playground. If the kids see this thing, it's really programming their mind that if I don't look a certain way, society will not accept me. Society will see me as something wrong. And what's that fucked up, bro? It is fucked up. I mean, being called chubby now, it will feel like it's just okay. You are an alien. You shouldn't be like this. You have a slim heart, chubby, average. Come on. This is wrong. Wrong in a sense that it's putting pressure on the individuals living there. And for what we have already seen from the preview, most of this thing affects women more because they want to conform to the rules of society. And I'm telling you, they want to get more crazy.
And then we have thin, and then here says skinny, and it looks like they've removed actually one of the poles here, because maybe like it was probably too extreme. Like I don't even think a 90-day fast and a caved-in rib cage I could fit through that, because like thin, barely my quad goes through that. And the crazy thing about all of this is that this is literally in the middle of a children's park, and they're probably going to see this as a game, and you want to beat the game. So I just go to this, and if I can't fit through it, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be able to fit through it eventually. So I think it just causes a lot of issues. Korea has a 0-calorie and 0-sugar obsession, and because of that, there's tons of different spots that cater towards that. So if I want to be able to fit through that tree a little later on, there's certain things that we have to do. So the first spot that we're checking out is the Zero store. So 0 calories and 0 employees. This is just kind of like a serve yourself kind of place. This is pretty.
But this is fun. This is cool. Zero sugar, zero employees. I'm more in this thing, but the level of trust is high, bro. It's very high because they believe that nobody's going to steal shit from here. That is good. That is good. That is good.
Sick. I just feel like I found a loophole in my fitness journey. No way. They have 0-calorie ice cream? That's sick packaging, like 0 cal. 0 sugar. They have 0-calorie peanut butter, which sounds like I'd rather have a nut allergy than taste that. Then a bunch of high protein foods here. This is sick. Wow. I've never seen a Coke Zero tall boy. Oh, I have to get that. That's so sick. I wonder if they have 0-calorie pizza. Just like cardboard that has a tomato scent. 43-gram protein in that? That's a hefty boy. I swear, I think this must be what heaven looks like.
There was so many
I won't lie to you. This shop is more for a fitness journey shit. If you're a model, I want to go on, I want to lose weight. You don't want sugar. I feel like this is heaven to you. This is grocery heaven. I'm telling you, bro.
different options of 0-calorie, 0-sugar snacks to choose from, especially jelly, which is often seen as Korean Ozempic, providing you with something to fill your stomach with little to no calories at all.
What is up, everybody?
All this unsupervised protein is pretty incredible. Koreans must be trustworthy. All right, so we got a few things from the Zero store. We got to start off with the 0-calorie ice cream. I don't, like, what is this? Is this supposed to be like great white shark flavor? Like, it doesn't really tell me anything, and I can't really understand the back of it, but it's pretty in your face about being 0 calories, so you really can't forget it. All right, so visually, shark-like, as in gray and ominous. It looks like meat that's been left in the freezer for like a month. Smells actually fire though. Wow, what? Not as offensive as I thought it was gonna be.
I'm not going to lie to you, but the chemical that's going to be full of this shit is not easy. No sugar, nothing. This is an illusion that can eat you something. Then because of the fear of being fat, of being criticized by society, you're eating this shit, bro.
That's actually quite good. There's a lot of flavor going on. I thought it was gonna be very neutral. It's very fruit punchy. Oh. When you bite it, it doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste like anything, really. Just the outside's very fruity. Inside's nice and like red like that. But if I was on a diet to keep my mouth out of trouble, very good. We're gonna be trying the infamous cutting jelly, as in the malnutrition maximizer, because there's literally, I mean, there's nothing in it, 0 calories. This is just really to fill volume in your stomach. Not bad. Have a couple of these, like 3 of them for breakfast and you're good. Crazy to think right now as we speak, I'm losing weight eating ice cream and jelly. There's no calories in it, but I'm burning calories talking to you. Think about that. We got a protein.
This is going to show that is there ways to use fat, to use weight without going to the gym. This is what I'm just seeing, bro. This is what I'm fucking seeing. This is what they're trying to tell me.
Muffin, 200 calories, which practically at this point feels like a binge. I don't know if I should do it. I kind of feel bad. I want to fit through that tree. Nailed it. Just a chubby boy in Korea enjoying a muffin.
Running on just 200 calories for the day, I headed to another spot built entirely around low-calorie, 0-sugar options.
We're in a 0-sugar cafe right now where the owner actually invented their own sweetener called Swello. Not to be confused with the...
But I will lie to you. I feel like this will not work in the Western world. This kind of business model actually fail. 0 sugar cafe. Not trying to be rude, but I feel like in the Western world, a lot of people take a lot of sugar stuff, soda, pop, a lot of stuff. People consume it every fucking day. But the fact that there's a whole business model around this weight loss shit, this goes to show that how precious the individuals are in South Korea. Because how do you have no 0 sugar cafe? This goes to show people purchase this shit and people want it to look a certain way, to look skinny. That is nice because I said skinny is healthy. You understand? Being overweight is unhealthy. And being too skinny too, to me, it's unhealthy too because it's a way that say too much of everything is bad. If you are too skinny, that is bad. And I feel like mostly They're so fixated on the fact that I want to reduce weight. They didn't care about what the health what the health consequences they have, because if you don't have if you build a certain level of body fat on your body, it's harmful. It's dangerous to you, bro.
Pokemon. But as you can see, they have protein overnight oats, no sugar added cream pudding. I got 2 spoons with my order, so I don't know if I'm being fat shamed right now, because to me, this looks like a meal for one. But maybe she thinks that I need to share it. The chubby boy over here. But we got the overnight oats, we got a drink. I've given this place multiple opportunities, gluten-free overnight. Definitely be skinny.
Content creator Daniel O.
Opportunity to blame the food.
After eating, I met up with Korean American content creator Daniel O, who uses psychology, philosophy, and his cross-cultural perspectives to help women build self-love.
So am I considered kind of like chubby in Korea?
Not chubby, you would just be considered like a buff dude. If you look at the vast majority of like idols, for example, they're really skinny. I even have a friend who was an idol trainee, but he started working out and he wasn't even like bodybuilder big. Like he was probably around my size, and they were like, you can't be an idol anymore because you're too big.
Wow.
So they actually dropped him from the trainee program because they were like, you're gonna be too big compared to everybody else on stage.
What is the ideal?
There are it baffles me because I don't like to my whole idea of South Korean culture. I had a perception. It's even watching what K-pop, like from K-pop movies and stuff. But from what I'm seeing, you see, I feel like being skinny in South Korea is so idolized, and I'm saying a lot of stuff. I feel like too, it's a country that move on trends. If their favorite idols do something, the fans want to do the same thing, and I can see that what the corporation and what and the business that they're capitalizing on that shit. But what do you mean? What do you mean? This is chubby. Tell me shit, bro. Oh, there's no way I want to look like this. I want to be skinny. I want to look like a fucking pencil. You can't convince me. Well, I find that I find that look appalling. Oh, you eat bones and flesh. It's nothing on you. What do you mean? How is that? How is being skinny? No, I understand. It's culture difference, so that's what.
Male and female physique.
I think for men, it's the same anywhere in the world. You got to be tall,
That's true.
right? So if you're 180 and above, that's like you're considered handsome because you got that going for you. Yeah, so Will definitely would be considered a handsome guy in Korea. But actually, I could use just Will as an example of like why you would be considered a handsome guy by Korean standards.
Okay.
Yeah, so you also have what's considered like a small face.
Okay.
So in Korean society, when people say you're beautiful or you're handsome for men or women, one of the things they'll comment on is like, wow, you have such a small face. Basically what it means is like if you look at the proportion of your face to the rest of your body, like it looks smaller, right? And so that's what people mean by having a small face. It has a lot to do with proportions.
Okay.
And of course you have like a very defined jawline. So I think in that regard, it's not too different from what the standard would be for men anywhere you go in the world, right? And then for women, this is like super stringent standards. There's like a specific angle of like your forehead to
No, wait. So are you guys just trying to create a human being like they're trying to make everything so fucking perfect? The nose have to be pointed. It have to like what are you trying to create? And I feel like all these things came about because during a part of that history, let's be able to what one lady that has all these fucking features. So out of nowhere now they call this very what they call this beautiful. And the fact of this matter is that mostly it is ladies that is going to pressure more. Because towards me, what will you do? At the end of the day, so by know some people in the country, they give you a fact, they actually give you a fact though, but come on. This whole pressure about trying to what, have an aesthetic looking face. The face has to be what? Nice jawline. The nose has to be pointed. God damn.
your nose, and then an angle of like your nose to this part of your face right here.
Wow.
And so like those angles are all like measured according to face right here. Your nose, and then an angle of like your nose to this part of your
She doesn't give a fuck, bro, and that is it. That is it. You're gonna see it. I feel like it's around chubby side. Yeah,
face right here.
Wow.
And so like those angles are all like measured according to like what's called the golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence. If you are, I think, over 60, I would say like 4 kilograms, you're considered like chubby for a,
64 kilograms.
yeah, for a Korean woman.
Regardless of the height.
Yeah, regardless of the height too. Yeah, it's tough because nowadays Korean women, like, they are also conscious of like their breast size, but because like naturally Korean women just don't have a lot of like subcutaneous fat, it's hard to get that naturally. So one of the most common procedures that women will get is like breast implants, right? And it's like, again, sometimes you can kind of tell because it's like you have a very skinny woman, but her like breasts are large, and it's kind of like, well, how do you get that? That's kind of like, I would say, the most toxic aspect of the beauty standard that Korea is known for.
I won't lie to you. It's like I feel like I know the plastic surgery industry in South Korea is going to be booming because with all the societal pressure on them, come on. No, how will you feel every day you wake up, wherever you go, you're being judged. Or, when they see you, man, Max, it look like you're put on weight too. You feel good about yourself, but what we say again, I feel like cultural differences play a different role. But I feel like if this thing was in the Western world, you tell someone look fat, someone look chubby, it's not it's no good because in the Western world we move with the point body positivity. You are fat, you are beautiful, you are overweight, you are it's alright, it's your body, it's your choice, but here it doesn't work that way. In a society where you are being forced to, I like and understand that being overweight with the health complication is very bad, but at the same time, being too skinny too, it's not fair, it's not nice at all.
As soon as we started walking, we were flooded with more zero-calorie stores on every corner, plastic surgery ads everywhere, and impossible beauty standards at every turn.
These are the kinds of signs that you see in front of every single gym. Like, talk about a transformation. Like, I don't think I've ever related so hard to a before side of a transformation in my life. Like, when I see this, I don't see motivation or inspiration, I just see pressure. So these ads on the wall, this is not possible to be attained naturally.
You can get it naturally, but there are some markers that show that it is plastic surgery. So for example, this like angle from forehead to nose bridge is kind of what I was talking about earlier of like that ideal.
So low-key, I actually feel bad for the women in South Korea. Come on, this pressure is too much, bro. Everywhere they're promoting like you have to look like this, you have to look like that. No wonder sometimes you see them wearing they're wearing masks. It's like they're trying to cover their face. I feel like in this culture, your self-esteem is so fucking low as a woman. Your self-esteem is so fucking low that your confidence level, oh shit. I believe if you're not wearing makeup, you not feel good about yourself. What the fuck?
Angle that like women want, and then this like pointed nose and this angle from like here to here. Again, more often than not, you actually need an implant to get that pointy nose because it's very rare to see that like just naturally through genetics.
And then the husky blue eyes.
Yeah, so the lenses, now it's to the point where like a lot of women will feel self-conscious going out and not wearing lenses because...
Well, did I fucking tell you, the self-esteem women will have in college is going to be low. How the fuck are you walking out with fucking lenses? You're not born with blue eyes, you're not born with red eyes. Like, how the fuck? And I feel like the beauty standards is just too much. Just go out of the way. Like that just makes sense because I believe during that history, they gave birth to one lady out of nowhere. She had all these fucking features. She looked perfectly aesthetically pleasing that they're not promoting this shit out of nowhere. Like, you guys, you're not serious. So.
It's just become so, commonplace.
So would you say anime has a big impact on the style and how people look?
I think it has a lot more to do with Korea is such a trend-driven country. So if they see like, this influencer that I follow on social media started wearing colored lenses, like I want to do that too. Yeah, and then like trends just move so fast.
So we're walking by a bunch of these markets and the clothing is so small, it's insane.
On this tag over here, it says F, which stands for free. So
free size.
Free size is basically the idea that like it's like stretchable. So if you're a Korean person, you should be able to fit.
It's like one size fits all.
Yeah, but as you can see here, it's not a very friendly size for a lot of foreigners, right?
I feel like I'm at a pet store shopping for my dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like in the States I'd see this at like the children's place.
Yeah.
You know, but
What
like
the- I think that if I went into a store and asked for my size, they would just hand me a salad or something. Like that is great. I don't even think my quad could fit in that.
yeah, I think that's actually, you're right. Yeah, that's like the size of one of your quads.
That's literally my quad. I have a mini schnauzer at home. This would fit him, I think.
But we wanted to
Yeah, but low-key, I feel like how tourists feel here, like those who go to visit South Korea, as a woman, you go to a store to buy clothes, they don't have your size. They don't have your size. But I feel like if you are going there, you're not prepared. You're going to do shopping. If it's not beauty product, like for facial cream and stuff, but on clothes, as a woman's side, I feel like you feel bad because you think that you're overweight. Almost you women, you are so self-conscious about this shit that I'm sure if you go to South Korea, some of you don't want to go there no more again. Come on, let's see how the men's section will go. But I believe with the men's section, they'll be close that you can fit because for the men, the price is not all that much because who does actually give a fuck, bro? Not everyone can become an idol. Not everyone. It is the women that I feel like that was easy what to manipulate. Let me use the word manipulate. Yes, that was easy what they can get into women's head because they believe that that is what people want. I actual fact, I'm not even give a fuck, bro. Yeah, because you guys are the one putting more pressure on yourself. And I feel like in South Korea, it's off the rails.
see if the men's clothes had more realistic sizes.
So I kind of want Will to try this one because it says here OF, which stands for overfit, and it's the idea that like it's a baggier fit. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I literally cannot fit my head through it.
there is a button if you want to unbutton that thing there and see if you could pull it through.
There we go. Oh. I mean, I can get it on.
Like if a Korean dude was wearing it, it's supposed to be very loose, but now you just look like a private school.
Yeah, the private school boy.
That's supposed to be like a baggier fit, I believe, but you make it look like a regular fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This color grade was made with Imagen AI using MyLot. Instead of color grading every single clip, you just select your video.
I only had to fly halfway across the world for my calves to feel above average. But the fact that this is oversized, I kind of feel fat.
Dieting alone can't
Of course,
always get you the body that you want, which is why Korea is packed with beauty clinics promising to speed up the process.
Hi, we just want to see like if you have like a menu of different like fat loss options. Lipolysis injection. So these are kind of like the fat melting injections that I talked about.
Okay.
So they got like
Mainly
stuff
for
for double
fat
chin
loss.
over here, contouring for the face, and it's 99,001 for a session. So that would be like around right now with the exchange rate maybe
$90?
no, not even. Like
even?
maybe like $70. So this is like specifically targeting arms, thighs, abdomen. So like very popular because again it's like it's hard to actually do the work of like eating properly, moving properly, right? But it's like why do all that when you can just melt it off?
Yeah, and like
Shot,
the proportions that are where like people want to see are literally impossible to get. So you have
Exactly.
to do it this way.
this are no, this don't mean sad. This is very interesting because I said earlier that the beauty clinics and what plastic surgery they're going to booming in South Korea because see this shit. And the funny thing is that you see people coming in here. Eh, There's one thing I've seen, I've read about plastic surgery is that it's easy, it is nice, but in the long run, you see side effect on it. You have this thing for thighs, for legs, for abdomen. I'll say, if you feel like you want a six packs, move to South Korea in a week. You have it, bro. You have it. Come on.
That's right, because you can't target fat loss through natural means, right?
You guys want to see the ampoules, right? This is the Violet injection, one of the most famous fat melting injection in the world. It actually kills the
melting?
fat tissue.
Are the people, some of the people coming in pretty young asking for this stuff?
Yeah, sometimes, but usually 40 to 50.
Would you ever have any like thinner people come in requesting stuff like this?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I try to tell him to do another thing, like more smooth way. This is kind of aggressive way to reduce fat.
So what do you think of Korea's body image culture?
Honest question. Actually, I like it because I get money from those kind of culture, but I don't
Okay.
think that is that super dangerous thing because
See, I love this doctor. Whether it's a nurse, I love him. First of all, it's very dangerous, super dangerous. But He's been honest. He's been honest. He loved it. He loved it. He make a lot of money from it. You see, I love an individual who's honest with the hustle. He's not going to. He's not trying to do what media train. He's telling you the truth. I make a lot of money from it, so he like it. But at the end of the day, it's super dangerous. Because that's why there are side effects. That's what that's going to be harmful to those using them over and over again. I feel like once is good. If the fight come back again, work on it. Use natural means. It's going to be longer. It's going to be like painful. But at the end of the day, if you put in your time and use your fat and use your weight, because of the pain you have gone through, you don't have the same weight again. But using what drugs and stuff is easy. It will go if you come back again, you go for it. But the continuous what destroying of your fat tissue will have an effect. Well, I would say consequences have what choices and choices have consequences because your choice will reach the consequence. Am I making sense?
Cultures from the America
Bro.
or the Europe, they are really damaging their health. Ideal culture must be between the European style and Asian style.
What's your opinions on Korean beauty standards?
Yeah, so I'm French. I feel it's much more standardized in Korea. So yeah.
Yeah. When you moved here, did you look a lot different than you do now?
So when I moved here, I was overweight basically. There was kind of a pressure myself to fit in. Like in France or in Europe, you will never have I would say kind of negative remarks, but in Korea they'll be like, oh yeah, oh that's why you're fat or something.
Also, they're a lot more like forward here.
Yeah, exactly. Which, to be honest, is not that bad. Once I've lost weight, it's like much more direct. Also on the other way.
If I did gain a little bit, people would make a comment straight away and say like, "Oh, you gained some weight," and the whole reason to
yeah. Well, I feel like that. I feel like this thing cannot work. It can't work whether in Canada, the US. No, it can't work in the Western world. You will tell someone, "Bro, I've gotten some weight," and the whole notion is that it's because they care about you. Or what if someone tell you have gotten weight? That means they care about you. They know how you look like. But come on, this how do I put it? It feel like it feel like everyone's constantly watching you. Why are you getting some weight? It's not bad for your health. It's not this. But at the end of the day, this is very stressful. It can it is no, it's not. It can be very stressful. It is very stressful to the individual because every day someone is telling you, bro, oh you are getting some weight, you're getting this, you're getting that. I understand everything about what you see what skincare. Skincare is nice. Well, it's good to take care of your skin, but the whole notion that as a fucking human being, you have to look a certain way, you have to look aesthetically pleasing, you have to look perfect. Come on, that's impossible because we are not perfect. What we are filled with what imperfections. We are filled with faults. You work through them. Not this whole fucking notion where society is pressuring you to what to look a certain way.
make the comment is like, I noticed you, or like, I care about you. And so you're supposed to feel good. Like, you're supposed to be like, oh, she noticed and like she really cares about me and she thinks I should lose weight for my health.
Are Koreans a lot more direct with how you look? Because I feel like in North America, if someone gained weight, you wouldn't really say it, but maybe you just like think it. So here they actually would just tell you straight to your face.
Straight to your face. Even like when I meet up with my friends and I haven't seen them in a while, if like my skin is looking worse, they'll be like, oh,
tell you.
yeah, you just got some, looks like you got some trouble on your face. If I look a little bit bigger, like the first thing they'll be like, oh my God, your face looks a little bigger than the last time I saw you. You look like you gained some weight. Or like vice versa, you look like you lost weight.
Do you like how forward people are in Korea, or what do you think about that?
솔직히 말하면 조금 처음 보는 사이에서도 약간 무리하게 이쁘다 아니면 뭐 코가 만약에 크면은 뭐 코가 크다든지 이런 식으로 좀 중심적으로 외모에
Be honest, it is rude. You have this seen me the first thing is that, bro. You guys have gone a little way, bro. Do you know what I'm going through? Do you know what I'm going through? Maybe so hard depression. When you saw him, bro, you have gained weight too. How will you feel? But once again, I would say it again, cultural differences. Let's go. And I can see from your face, this lady have a lot of makeup. A lot of makeup on your face. No, it's not a lot of makeup. Because I know, but I've seen videos. What I post ask people from South Korea for interviews, they'll say no because I'm not in makeup, I'm not ready. I have to be ready, but I feel like the girls is for makeup, it's a fake comfortable speaking about what she's saying. No.
대해서는 말하는 게 있어서 그게 좀 저는 좀 무례한 것 같다고 생각하고
Could you ask her to tell me like the first thing she thinks about when she sees me, and to not worry I won't get offended?
이제 솔직히 말씀해
Maybe you buff.
This professional 32 TW SSD, capable of holding the entire collection of the New York Public Library, is something you won't find at Best Buy or any electronics retailer. Even if you were willing to drop $1,000, you couldn't.
처음에는 일단 키가 큰 게 눈에 띄었고요.
혹시 전체적인 체중에 대해서 그런 거는 눈에 띄는 건 없었어요?
체중? 네. 그런 건 눈에 띄었던 것 같아요. 몸이 좋은.
If we were longtime friends and you saw me for the first time, like what would you have to say to me?
There's a golden proportion of your face I learned recently. It's like 1, 1, and 0.8. So maybe your like bottom is a bit long, like this part.
My bottom's a bit long. That's it?
And like you could get some facial for your skin.
Is it hard being a girl in Korea?
Oh hell yeah, bro! Like, what a question I ask her. I feel like women, ladies, girls, they feel pressure a lot in Korea. Come on, shit!
I think so. There's many things that girls need to do to upkeep their appearances.
인 시선 같은 게 좀 여자들이 좀 뚱뚱하면은 뒤에서 말 나오는 것도 있고 몇 번 들리는 말도 있으니까 그런 것 때문에 더 신경이 쓰이는 것 같아요.
We've been walking around looking
No.
for interviews, but we were getting
No. See this? I would say this is sad, but this is actually come on. Like, although I live in this method that don't care about what people say about you, but how will you feel? You're walking around people and say, "Oh, this guy has weight. He doesn't take care of himself. He eats junk food. He does this. They're talking behind your back, bro. Shit." And the fact is that they don't hide it too. You know they're speaking about you. You know the one they're talking about because you're the weight person there. You're the one who about this. You just add a little bit of weight. You added what? 10 pounds, 50 pounds on you, and they're complaining. How will you feel, bro?
no luck with girls because they're all just like, they don't have makeup on, their hair's not done, their outfit's not good. So most of them are rejecting us right now. It's like they want to do it, but they just don't feel confident enough to be on camera right now.
They're not really.
Actually, the person we just asked, she does have makeup on and she still didn't want to do it because she wasn't confident in the
She needs
makeup.
more makeup on. So we've been asking girls to do interviews, and a lot of them are just like, oh, I have no makeup on, I can't. Like, is that very just common?
Oh yeah, if
Okay.
you like leave the house without makeup on, then mostly you'd wear a cap or like a mask to cover your face.
When looking
Yeah. You see, I said that self-esteem is very low. Now, first of all, why the fuck won't you love your own face? You have no makeup on as a lady, so you're putting on a mask and what? On what? And you're putting on a fucking cap and what? And a mask. First of all, I thought most of you put on the mask because you have a fear of what? COVID and shit. But it's because you think that you don't look pretty. Because you believe that you have to put on makeup to look pretty. You see, I see self-esteem levels is really fucking low, bro. It is really showing. It is showing what is happening. It's showing that the ladies have no confidence in themselves, lack of confidence, no self-esteem. They don't fucking love themselves. They don't love yourself, bro. They don't love themselves. They're like, how won't you love yourself? You don't love your own face. You have to cover it with makeup before you can speak out. Dang.
for like a girlfriend, like what kind of a traits are you attracted to?
일단 외적으로 봤을 때는 저는 약간 좀 눈이 크고 좀 예쁜 헤어스타일이 있는 사람을 좀 좋아하는 것 같아요. 그리고 약간 내적으로 봤을 때는 뭔가 자기 일에 집중하고 뭐랄까 자기 본인의 일을 할 때 좀 행복해하는 사람을 좀 바라는 것 같아요.
What's the main reason, in your opinion, as to why a lot of people in Korea are so skinny?
근데 그게 조금 사람들이 보기에 건강해 보일 수도 있다고 생각을 하고 또 뚱뚱하면 좀 건강하지 않다는 생각을 가지고 있는 것도 같기도 해요. 또 이게
Yeah, bro, of course. Being overweight is unhealthy. It's a known fact. It comes to a lot of what hard. You can get heart attack, a lot of stuff. What? Being overweight, there's pressure on your knees and stuff. Being skinny too. To me, being skinny, to people is healthy, but to me, being skinny at this to me is unhealthy. How do you mean you're walking around with no flesh, without a bit of fat on you? Does that make sense to you? But it says being skinny is healthy, but being too skinny too, It's unhealthy because your body needs what some fat to function. Even with models, there's a proportion. But being fucking to me, being fucking skinny, I feel like you're being abused from my point of view. If I say and a growing up human being, you're too skinny. You're, I feel like you don't eat food. Whoever is looking after you, like other you're going through life crisis. But how the fuck are you too skinny? Like, does that make sense to you people? You guys tell me in the comment section. Will you love to what to be too skinny, or will you love to what to be normal weight? Tell me. That doesn't fucking make sense to me. It will never do.
사람들 생각으로는
Oh my god.
신체 그러니까 이 체중을 빼는 것은 좀 자기 노력으로 몸매를 좀
Mostly that they don't care about themselves and they don't care about their family too, because a lot of the family members usually, as I mentioned, if you gain a bit of weight, you would say something. So
Okay.
it's kind of like you didn't care about what your family said, or your family are not pointing out that you're unhealthy.
Would you associate skinny with being healthy?
To a certain point, I think it can contribute to like better health because I think having more weight on you can really hurt your knees a lot and your joints. That's one of my problem that my parents have. So I think that kind of weight really, if they didn't have it, I think they'd be feeling a lot better and they'd be a lot healthier for sure.
So would you
think, but I belong
would have a negative experience?
When you go shopping, the shop owners will clearly say to us,
Look at
like I spoke about 200 weeks.
Perceivers to feel like progress and body image. When extreme restriction is framed as discipline and constant hunger starts to feel like progress instead of a warning sign, that mindset spreads fast. Everywhere see
very severe.
K-pop starvation diets don't just stay in the industry. They reshape how people everywhere see food and body image. When extreme restriction is framed as discipline and constant hunger starts to feel like
K-pop diet. You see, I've always have a firm believer of you will try, maybe you eat one day, the whole day you eat once a day. But the whole point of what you want to lose weight, you want to do exercise, you want to hit the gym, you starve yourself, believing that it is happening. It is nice all, but see, as you are doing this, you can lead yourself to getting ulcer. You can die from that shit. Well, I'm not in a belief that if you want to lose weight, you should starve yourself. Oh no, I'm not in that fucking belief, bro. I just fucking believe that shit. No, to me, I feel like there's torture. It's pure torture, bro. Like, why the fuck will you starve yourself when to lose weight? Hit the fucking gym, bro. Hit it. You want to feel the pain, but you are willing to feel the pain of you getting hungry, of your fucking of your stomach trying to eat itself out. Does it make sense to you people?
Progress instead of a warning sign, that mindset spreads fast, with people normalizing undereating and fearing calories just to chase an unrealistic look, like calling 130 calories a meal or using formulas like height minus 120 as a body weight goal. So I spoke with a K-pop singer who had to stay anonymous to avoid backlash about what that pressure actually feels like behind the scenes.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on you to be skinny?
Yes, for my fans.
Is that good?
I don't think so, but my fans need like that.
See, I can understand as an idol. As an idol, you have to cater to your fans, but something this one is extreme. It is more like I feel like the fans, to me, from what I'm seeing, I feel like the fans are trying so hard. Why the fuck? Why should we love you and make all the money? Let's put pressure on you. Let's make you look the way we want you. The investing that an idol have to what to be skinny, look a certain kind of way. And I can understand if you want to follow your dreams, you have to sacrifice. You have to make some sacrifices. As you said, it is for the fans. That means Thor doesn't like it. Doesn't like to do what be that skinny. But if you want to make it in the other business, was the competition is high. I've seen videos and articles about this in Korea that state that those who become idols, there are so many, there are more people who want to do it. Those who are willing to starve themselves to look that way. So if they want to do it, they can find pride everywhere. But are you ready what? To do the rigorous work? To look that skinny? To dance? To do all this shit? To cater to your fans?
Korea ranks very high on rates.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Idol culture.
Idol culture.
Yes. They need skinny shape and pretty face.
So this rates being so high, you think are related to the K-pop culture?
I just built a budgeting app.
What? How?
Base 44. Look, it pulls all our expenses into one place and breaks down spending by team.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Yeah.
So the girl back in the cafe said that she needs to be skinny for her fans. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would imagine that like a lot of her success is gonna depend on her followers and fans hyping her up, sharing her music, and just continuing to engage with her content. But if she were to gain weight, then they're just gonna like lose all interest in her because
regardless of talent?
Oh yeah, regardless of talent, because it's just kind of like no matter how talented you are, it's not like I couldn't find 15 other people who are equally as talented as you. So if you want to make it, you have to be talented and you gotta be beautiful and you gotta be a great dancer, rapper. Like that's the industry.
So we found a place for lunch called Preppers, which it kind of sounds like contest food, not healthy food. Because I feel like
I think you nailed it on the head. That would be my guess.
Pasta bowls, rice bowls.
I have yet to try it, but I heard it's pretty good. So and then
North America, like don't.
Very diet food. I believe this would be a heaven for those. Like if I bodybuilder, if I go to the gym every day, because the food, what the thing that was the protein in the food is what it's, the portions are heavy. Well, I feel this business model fail. It will fucking fail in the Western world. Whether in America, Canada, to fail, bro. This shit will fucking fail. That what is diet food? Well, I feel like I'm supposed to strive in the act of eating junk food here. Just strive for it. And I like this. I like this concept. I like this whole concept of it. It is nice. It promotes the notion that you're eating healthy. Which is true though, which is true. Because
And I feel like that's because there's like they don't think there'd be enough traction.
Right.
So I feel like there's obviously a lot of traction and like demand for this.
Yeah. Like for me, when I first came to Korea, they didn't have shops like this. So I missed like Chipotle or like Kava because you could get pretty good macros for those, even though they have like high sodium. But you know, now they got stuff like this.
It's not every day you see a fountain drink station where it's only the zero sugar stuff. I feel like Coke Zero is water here. And I respect that. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
When a place has Sprite Zero, you just know it's gonna slap because this is a rarity. Like this is a rare find. Most places have Coke Zero. Sprite Zero. You don't know how lucky you got it, man.
Wow, it's everywhere here in Korea, so I just assumed that it was.
Wow. And also the fact that this place is 24 hours is insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to get the pasta bowl, but I feel like if I ordered that, I would have got bullied or something. It seems like a trap.
Nice.
Of the plate.
You lower that plate.
Okay, now.
I would put it over.
Like, wait a minute. So the lost drugs. It's every single known as the obesity drug mecca. We are now in Cheongno, which is known as the obesity drug mecca of the world. And literally, every single building is a pharmacy just selling fat loss drugs. It's actually pretty insane. So there's a pharmacy right here, and then there's a pharmacy right here, and then literally.
You see, the pressure, like, I feel like if I live is a part of South Korea, that would be it's either you have to be mentally resilient because everywhere you see, come, lose your weight. You are fat, you are ugly. Come and lose your weight. It's like when you look left, you look right, they're telling you, come. It's like they're making you so fucking self-conscious that you're supposed to. So I know that people in South Korea that they don't want to fucking look at themselves in the mirror because they feel like they're not beautiful. They feel like they're not nice. So and I believe it totally. Oh my god, yeah.
Literally, like 5 more feet.
Excited.
There's another pharmacy right here, and then next door is another pharmacy, and then across the street, there's more pharmacies over there, which is like, I don't know why you need this many pharmacies. I guess the demand is super, super high. So we are gonna see how easy it is for me to go to a clinic, get a prescription, and get some Wegovy. Let's see. That's it here? Here. Oh shit. Wow. It might be busy.
Yes. 네, 이 외국인 친구인데요. Yes. 네, 이 외국인 친구인데요. 그 마운자로나 위고비 처방을 받고 싶어서. What's the name that you use in Korea?
정아름님.
Will.
I just walked in, said my name, gave my ID, and it's good.
What's wrong?
Do you have a preference of Wegovy or Mounjaro?
What does he recommend?
They're raking in money. The corporations, they're raking in money because of this shit.
어떤 걸 추천해 주실 수 있을까요? He said then you would have to get a consultation with the doctor.
So I have to see him here right now?
Right now.
Is it long wait?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Okay, we're in the waiting room right now for the weight loss drugs. Everyone in here is also here for the same thing. People are just coming in, asking for it, and you're like, yeah, just take a seat, meet with the doctor, and you're good. So we're gonna have a prescription in like 15 minutes, which is crazy here. Here we go.
Is it your first time doing the meet?
Yes, first time.
How about your height?
6 foot.
How about your weight?
Around 90. 90, yeah.
What is your normal body weight?
I just want to get shredded.
After I gave the doctor my height, weight, and goal, he implemented my stats into a BMI chart and called me obese.
In this presentation, you will have some obesity. Your BMI index is 24.47.
And he kept adding lower weights until it put me in the normal category.
If you have some weight loss about 15 kilogram, you will enter to the normal body weight.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It is like you're trying to create a fucking character in the game. You're figuring how to create a character. You're putting weight, you're putting this to determine how you want the character to look like. Because he just mentioned his what, his height, his weight, and that is it. He was putting numbers. He said this guy's overweight. First of all, this guy's a foreigner. Hey, how does this fucking make sense? You won't ask him about his health, whether he does bodybuilding, whether he's into sports. Like, they don't ask about. Don't find out. He told him that you're overweight, of course. And I believe in a part, the doctors they believe that right. They said that because you came there to lose weight. That means you are ready. You know what? You know the risks because I'm sure this now there's side effects. The side effects in this is because there's no way you are taking a shortcut, but you use your weight and you get and you see the side effects. It will show. It's fucking show.
Okay, perfect.
The doctor is telling me I have to lose 15 kilograms or 33 pounds without any sort of background knowledge of my medical history or even my body composition, as fat and muscle ratios greatly impact your BMI score, and these lacks composition, as fat and muscle
Who just like buying those for title
ratios greatly impact your BMI score, and
I will say this. It's always I feel bad for this lady, but it's always those people out there. You don't want to put in the work to reduce weight. But after using the shit, after using it, you see the side effect. You're not complaining. Well, this whole thing began that because some of you are not willing to put in the work. So when you go to the shortcuts, no, I feel bad for I'm a diet or whatever, but at the same time, these are the consequences for your choice. Because sometimes this is what happened. What did they say? Within days of taking the injection, Amma collapsed on the bathroom floor and thought she was going to die. Oh, you thought you were going to die, baby girl. Oh, you have not seen shit. You see, Amma had a history of eating disorder. She said she had straight a healthy weight and felt stable. Was working in a job she enjoyed. But a single comment from a customer who said that she looks a lot better when she was skinny, saying it. No, does it make sense to you? A customer made a fucking statement. You look better when you are skinny. See that? I believe that this thing from the fact that how some of you are raised. You are raised that you have no self-esteem. Like you believe yourself is so fucking low that a passing customer, a passing stranger said you look better when you were skinny. It sent you spiraling. How the fuck does that concern you? He made his observation. It's like I'm making this video. You see it in the comment section. Oh, I think that if you work on your gap tip, your video get more traction. How the fuck does that concern me, bro? Is your teeth? Okay, I love it, bro. It's like some of you out there, you can't take criticism. Someone just made a partial comment. It's so inspiring. I came home that night. I rushed in, and she said, I tapped in. Like, some of you out there, like, how weak is your mental strength? So, and there are a lot of people going to their self-esteem is low. They are trying so hard to what fight to get validation from strangers, acknowledgement from people you don't fucking know. People who forget about you in a heartbeat. People that doesn't provide you nothing. But I have to say this thing, and we can see how easily the guy got the weight loss one, the weight loss drug. And I feel bad, but I know in South Korea, there are going to be a lot of cases with people, a lot of side effects, people complaining. And what was baffled me is that after they've used it, they were happy and all. But when the side effects come, they start complaining. They say it's the corporation fault. You knew the side effects, but you turn a blind eye because at the moment you felt good, make you look skinny, you felt beautiful. But when the side effects kick in, you're trying to blame people. I will say it over and over again, it's you to blame. Although the government has to put in regulations, what to minimize, to make sure that getting the drug is just what a process, but it's not easy. He just wrote in there, gave his ID, simple, and it's done. So what I'm trying to say is that every country have their own culture, the way they see things, but sometimes the pushing of some movement is wrong because at the end of the day, I feel like though this whole movement is force of women a lot. Because with men, come on, how the fuck with him now? If I'm overweight, I know I'm overweight. I need you to tell me this shit. It's like someone tell me that, oh, you look better if you're fair. How the fuck does that concern me, bro? Nigga, is it your fucking skin? Like someone tell me, oh, you look better if you stop wearing glasses and you use contact lenses. Bro, is it your face? Is it your fucking face? You see, it's some stuff that first of all, and I will say it over and over again. You people coming the whether you have case or not, you need to build that self esteem because look what happened to Amma. Someone make a comment, so spiraling up and down. Someone say once again, this authority speaking. Let me hear your comments in the comment section. Right in there. I will there about this once again. It's Obono Obono. See you in the next video. Take care.